Hey guys, SortaX here, and today it's time for another deck profile. This time we're going to be doing the new Ahsha support that came out GBT-04. So yeah, we're going to get started with that. That's out. Okay, so we're starting Vanguard. I still run Maiden of Physalis. Still don't know how to say her name. Very hard. Her ability is that when you put this unit into soul, when an attack hits the Vanguard that this unit boosts, and you have a Neo Nectar Vanguard, you put into soul, you check top 5, or you look for a grade 1, and you call it to rest on rearguard circle. This basically helps you search out for the necessary grade 1s you would need, such as mostly you try to look for Pia, which I'll get to in a bit. But yeah, I like her because she's not restricted to Generation Break 1. Unlike the other starter, Ozu, which I see a few people run. I don't because it's Generation Break 1. Though the only con for this card is that you might not get Pia, you might not get a grade 1 at all when you search, so that's the only downside, opposed to Ozu, which is guaranteed you're going to get the card you're looking for. But I prefer her because she at least helped me try to find the grade 1 early game instead of waiting for Ozu and stride once. So yeah. Grade 3s, sort of should be obvious. For Asha, 1 sign, because thank you, lucky me. But yeah, she's basically your main grade 3 ride, because everything here is around Asha, so yeah. Her ability is that Generation Break 2, all of your units gets plus 5k if there's a unit with the same name in the Vanguard or rearguard circle. So yeah, pretty good. Plus 5, so that's good, always good. But that's not what we're going to be using Asha for anyways. Well, we're only using her for her name. Yeah. Her other ability is that when you stride on top of her, you can counterblast 1, choose one of your other rear guards, search for it, call it your rear guard, and it gets plus 2k. So, helps build your field. So yeah. Other than that, Asha. Thank you, luck. My backup grade 3, I run 4 Maiden of Trailing Roses. She's Persona Blasting. She is pretty good early game field filling and early game pressure, because she is on hit Counterblast 1 Persona Blast. You check top 5. You check top 5 cards of your deck, and you call up to 2. Choose 2, search for 2 Neo Nectar cards and call them to separate rear guards. So basically when she hits, you can basically get another column out. So yeah, a lot of pressure, on hit pressure for your opponent if they let it hit. But it only works on Vanguard, not rear guard. And then her other ability is that she gets negative 2k if you don't have a Neo Nectar Vanguard or rear guard. But this deck is all Neo Nectar, so you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, 4 of her because Personal Blasting. Yeah. Grade 2s, we run 4 Maiden of Flower Screen. She's still good. I still like her. So yeah, and they're all promos. They're not that rare that got reprinted. I'm still kind of bitter about that. But yeah, 4 of the promo ones because they're better. But yeah, her ability is that Generation Break 1, you choose 1 normal card from your drop zone and return to deck. She takes the name of one of your rear guards. So this is basically a lot of combo stuff. And it's pretty goddamn good, especially if you take the name of Pia. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty amazing balls. But yeah, 4 of her because she's really good, and she helps with comboing in this deck. Next, one of the new cards that came out in GBT-04 for Flower Chamber Maiden. Let me see if I say it right. Solana. Yep. So she's pretty good because she helps you search out grade the rear guards you need. Her ability is Generation Break 1, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, so it's one of those cards. If you have a Vanguard, a grade 3 Vanguard with Ranunculus in its card name, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your other rear guards, and then search for it in your deck, call it to rear guard, and it gets plus 2k. So, helps you search for Pia. That's all you need to do. Pia, I'm going to say Pia a lot because Pia is very important in this deck. So yeah, how do you search for Pia and gets plus 2k? Pretty good. Helps you, you're using your soul now, so it's pretty good. there wasn't a lot of soul blasting in this deck before, I don't think. Yeah. So yeah, now we have something that helps soul blast. So for Solana, because she's good. And finally, last grade 2s, I run 3 Barrage Warrior Watermelock, Mr. Watermelon. His ability is that when you have another copy of him on the rearguard circle, he gets plus 2k. So with 2 copies of him on the field, he becomes an 11k attacker, which is pretty good. 11k attackers are awesome. And his ability is not Generation Break 1 restricted. So he's live. His ability is live if you have 2 of them on the field, like from the get-go. Which is pretty good. 11k attackers plus whatever booster you have on the back. So yeah. So that's why I run 3. I think 3 is enough for me. This deck does pretty well for me with 3 of him. So yeah. Grade 1s. You run 4 Striders because Strider's a Strider. That's basically it. Search for Asha if you don't have Asha, but Trailing Rose is still a good backup for that pressure. So yeah. 4 Striders and 2 side ones because lucky me. Nexus, one of the biggest stars of this deck. 4 Early-flowering Maiden Pia. She helped me win so many games because of the numbers she can put out. Her ability is that it's once per turn for each card copy. Generation Break 1. Choose 2 of your normal units from your drop zone and return it to put it in top of deck in any order. If you have a grade 3 Vanguard or greater with Ranunculus in its name, you can choose 1 of your units, then choose up to 4 units with that same name, and those units get plus 3k until end of turn and shuffle your deck. It's stackable for each copy. So if you have enough normal units in your drop zone, 3, 6, 9, you can basically give Pia plus 12. She becomes a 19k booster. My god. She, like, even a 6k boost is still pretty goddamn amazing. Yeah, she helped me win so many games. It's not even funny. Oh, I'll have to do that one. Oh, whatever. But yeah, she is good. You run 4 because she's good. You need 4 because she's good. She's so good. Yeah, check out Side Slicers for this girl because she's so good. But yeah, one problem is she's Generation Break 1, so you have to stride first in order to activate her ability. But once you do that, you are basically set. Run 2 Maiden of Canna. She's just there to be my first ride. Hopefully get her as first ride, because yeah. And she's also pretty good. Her ability is also pretty good because her ability is Generation Break 1. Counterblast 1, put this unit to soul. You choose 4 of your units and all with the same name, and they all get plus 5. So if you manage to have her and you have like probably 3 of them, then put 1 to soul, they all get plus 5. So it's pretty amazing. Just so good. So yeah, her ability is good. Yeah. So 2 Canna because power. This deck is all about power in numbers in same name units. So yeah. But yeah, lastly, run 4 G Perfect Guards because G Perfect Guards are G Perfect Guards. So yeah, nothing else much to say about that. Trigger lineup: 8 crits. 4 of the new crit that came out in GBT-04, which is basically put into soul, so helps fuel soul for Solana. So put into soul, Vanguard gets Ranunculus, gets plus 5k, you draw a card, and yeah, that's basically it. So 4 of her just to help build the soul and get that extra draw we need. But speaking of draws, I run 4 draw. Yeah, no more stands. I feel like you need to draw power, and you're not going to deck out often. You're not going to deck out that often since you have Pia that sends 2 cards back into your deck, and you have a Maiden Flashbang that sends 1 card back into the deck. Although they're not triggers, you're still putting cards back into your deck. So yeah, you're not going to deck out too often with it. So 4 draw triggers and then 4 heals because heals are going to heal. And yes. That is basically it for this. Oh, it's not done yet. I need to get to the G zone. G zone. Oops. G zone. G zone. G zone. For G zone, we run one Arborea. She's on hit. Choose a rear guard. Call it. Search it for the deck. Call it to rear guard and gets plus 2k. So she's just there, just as a backup stride, I guess. You can use her as first stride, but I have something else as a first stride, which is Multivitamin Dragon. He's from the Farts collection, 2015. Yes, 2015, because it is 2015. Yes, Farts collection 2015. Its ability is that when you place a unit to the rear guard circle, if you can choose up to 3 other rear guards with that same name, and they get plus 5k. So combos very well with a lot of the units. Even just place them on rear guard to get the other unit gets plus 5k. So yeah, it's just this is just for power purposes. So yeah, and he's going to be your first stride. So yeah, it's good. Next, 2 Asha, 1 SP. Look at it, so beautiful. But yeah, 2 Ashas. I don't use her too often. The only time I use her is when I need to fill up my field fast. She'll be my second stride, so this, and then stride next to Asha. So her ability is an active ability. Once per turn, Persona Flip, and she gains, into undergoing, she gains the ability that you choose one of your rear guards. If you have 2 or more rear guards with the same card name as that unit, all your front row unit gets plus 5k until end of turn. Then, if the number you face up unit in your G zone is 2 or more, choose one of your rear guards, search your deck for it with the same search your deck for a copy of it, and then call it to rear guard, and it gets plus 2k. So that's pretty good. I believe you can use this one first, this bomb one first, before you can use the red one. I'm not sure. I heard somewhere that you can search for the rear guard first before you can do give your front row plus 5. But yeah, because you have to choose it first. Yeah, you have to choose one. So you can Persona Flip for her to get the ability. Then you can use her second ability to choose one of your rear guards and call for it. And then you can use the red text ability to activate the ability and your power gets plus 5. So yeah, pretty good. But only run 2 because you're going to need space for the main card, the main stride that would give you the finisher. You run 4 Jingle Flower Dragon, 1 SP. I love just G-Zone so far, 2 SPs. But yeah, Jingle Flower's ability. If you don't remember what it does, then my God, you don't know things. So the ability is that you Persona Flip. You choose if the number of cards in your G-Zone is 2 or more. Choose one of your units, and to end turn, choose one of your units, and to end turn, it gets the ability during your turn. All of your units gets plus 2k for each unit with the same card as that unit. So remember Sour Slicer? This kind of combination works the same, except Pia is better. I'll show you what I mean later on. But yeah, it's just devastating, this card. And so yeah, 4 Jingle Flowers, because Jingle Flower is basically the card that gives you the most power and gets you the game, or makes your opponent drop a shit ton of cards, because the numbers are so huge it's not even funny. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile. For a field lineup, I'm going to tell you right now, back row, back row, back row. These 3 should be in your back row. You're going to have Asha, because you need Asha in the name. And then you have your Jingle Flower. And then, then you have Maiden of Flower Screen. And then whoever you want over here. If you have another Maiden of Flower Screen, that is awesome. It's amazing. You can have Solana if you have. But yeah, or even another Pia if you want. You can want to be ballsy like that, another Pia. But probably you want... ideally, these cards you want on the field, or if you don't have a flower screen, you can have like a Pia as well. And probably, I don't know, just throw him there. This is how it's gonna work for this. Prepare for big numbers. So flower screen skill, you take the name of Pia. Then Jingle flower skill, you choose Pia's name, and everybody gets +8. Or if you want to be like, really ballsy, you can do another flower screen or Pia here, then use her ability, and then everybody gets +10. So just for number purposes, let's just do this. Jingle flower, these two takes name of Pia. Jingle flower skill, everybody gets +10. Then Pia, first Pia skill, plus you give power to your back row, and then this one, and then this skill, second Pia, power here, and that one, and third one, probably power, since Jingle Flower is already hitting for big numbers. And then you can try to do math, because I'm not going to try to do math, because math is math. I don't want to do math. Okay, but if I have to do it, let's see, 26 plus 10 is 36. 36 plus another 10 from her, that is 36, 46. 46 plus 7, 46 plus 7, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. 54, then 2 PS skills, 54. This column alone is attacking for 60k. Think about that. 60k middle column plus 3 drive checks. And then these guys would be 9, 19, 29, 30, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 48 at most, 48. This column would be 48 each. Oh no, but these guys get +3 more. 48, 49, 50, 51. 51 columns. A 60k and a 51k column. That is pretty goddamn disgusting. So, wow. This would be your ideal column, but you probably won't have all of that, so you probably won't have one of that. But yeah. Yeah, this is a lot of power, guys. It's so good. The only problem is that these cards are only live, except for this guy. These cards are only live once you stride once, so that's the downside. So if someone's playing the Grace deck game, you're kind of screwed. Also, any deck that deals destruction to your field, like Kagero, or field manipulation, like Gear Chronicles. Well, Gear Chronicles have problems since they're sending stuff back to bomb. But Link Joker will frig you up, man, because they lock your units. But yeah, other than that, if you're not playing against those decks, then awesome. But yeah, that's all for this deck profile, guys. Once this deck is so good, once you get your stride out, because then you'll be hitting for shoddy numbers, shit ton numbers. Oh my god, big numbers. So yeah, yeah, that's it for this deck profile, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.